So at KUIU, we focus on building ultralight products, and we really work to shave grams off of our products and off of our gear. And so many of our customers forget to really take a look at the biggest weight contributor that's going to go into your pack, and that's food. And when you're going on some of these trips up north, I'm leaving tomorrow to go hunt in British Columbia on a stone sheep hunt. And I, instead of relying on the guides and the outfitters to pack my food, I bring my own food because I know exactly how much I need. I go down to figuring out calories per ounce of my food. I weigh it, and then I pack it, and it ensures that I'm going to bring just enough food to get me through the trip. I'm not overpacked, which is typically the problem when you're going on a guided hunt. They're going to overload you on food. You're going to end up carrying a lot of excess weight throughout your trip, which, as we know, can significantly impact the performance you're going to have in the mountains and how your legs feel as the trip goes on. And so I thought I'd take you a little bit through a little bit about how I pack my food, what I pack, what I bring, and what I expect as far as a daily weight of food. I believe I've kind of tried all the different dehydrated foods that are out there, and Mountain House seems to be consistently my favorite. And my day starts off with a Mountain House breakfast, which is the skillet breakfast, which is right here. And it has some eggs, some potatoes. It tastes surprisingly good for a dehydrated breakfast. And this seems to hold me over a little bit longer than like an oatmeal will in the morning. And then I pre-pack every day's food into a 1-gallon Ziploc. And this just makes it easy to pack. Make sure you have everything you need for your trip. In the morning, it's a piece of cake. Just reach in your bag, you grab one of these, you put it in your pack, you take the old one out, and that goes in the fire, and you're able to burn all your garbage. And you end up with just a nice, concise setup for the day in a grab bag. And in this, what I'm taking on this trip it's a pretty basic setup. It's what I found I like over the years. And I've kind of gotten away from power bars and Cliff bars, and I've gotten more back into just more normal food that just seems to sit with my stomach better. Not as much sugar, and not just pure carbohydrates. And I've got 2 bagels in this bag. I've got some beef jerky. Fritos are a great backpacking food because they're extremely high in calories per ounce. They give you a little bit of salt. They taste great every day. Along with the 2 bagels, I've got a couple slices of cheese. I've put in some pre-cooked bacon and some salami. And that pre-cooked bacon and salami can stay without having to be refrigerated. And then I've got some prepackaged, which in this particular case, I brought some Jack and Colby cheese that are that are prepackaged, and I brought 2 of those for each day. And then I've got a Snickers bar, and I've got a Reese's peanut butter cup. Both the Snickers and the Reese's peanut butter cup have really high calories per ounce. They've got about as much nutrition as you're going to get out of like a Cliff bar. And that's my daily food. And then at night, I'm going to go to another Mountain House dinner. In this case, it's beef stroganoff, and I will intermix different flavors throughout the week. So that's what I'm bringing, and this weighs 1 pound and 14 ounces. And I've kind of broken my food down where I want to be between 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. 2 pounds is probably on the heavy side for me, and I try to average between 120 and 140 calories per ounce. If you run the math on that, you're going to end up between 3,000 and 4,000 calories a day. Done a bunch of research on calorie output when you're in the mountains, and you're not going to be able to keep up with how much calories you're burning. You're going to burn 1,000 calories an hour when you're climbing with a pack on, sometimes even more than that. And so you just want to find food that your stomach's going to like, food that you are that's going to sound good, that tastes good. And I've done it where I've brought just Cliff bars or just power bars, and by day 4 you just get tired of eating them, and your body just doesn't perform as well. And so this is what I found for my food system, food setup when I'm going on a big time backpack hunt. And then I'm taking a bag, our roll top dry bags. These are my breakfasts, my dinners, all my dehydrated food, and then these are all my lunches. And this will go into our packs, and this is how I set it up for my trips up north on a 12-day backpack sheep hunt, like I'm leaving for BC tomorrow.